Imagine you go to a wedding in the U.S. Women have their own reception and men have their own reception. Like, what do you guys talk about?
Everything.
So holding hands, like, how would we hold hands?
Like walking together.
Whoa, and even like wrapping our fingers.
Yeah, that's how it be.
That's like, dude, that's it. I don't even do that with my wife, man. I've been married to her for 30 years. Okay.
Do that. Like if I hold your hand, it's something very personal. Like when my father will give me advice or something, he will hold my hand.
And you guys...
When a friend will like ask me for advice, he will hold my hand.
You can have a seat again. I just wanted to hold your hand for a second, that's all.
So you guys have never had like a social gathering with girls in it?
Can you tell us about male relationships among Arab men? Because you guys there's just a way of being that Arab men have that I think it's, in part, it's this division of sexes that exists in Muslim cultures, but in particular in Arab Muslim cultures, right? The fact that he didn't shake hands with Sarah, right? And many women wouldn't shake hands with you or me or whatever, right? So there's this division. I was at a wedding in Kuwait one time, and the men are over here and in one hall having a wedding party, and women are in a different hall having a wedding party. So are you following that, right? So women are over here. Imagine you go to a wedding in the U.S., right? Women have their own reception and men have their own reception. And it's a different way of being. But men, y'all have just this way of being men. There's a certain kind of closeness that Arab men have.
Yeah, I would say it's probably because of culture and religion. Religion teaches how we need to treat our friends of male as brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say maybe that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a level of brotherhood that's very much known in the Middle East among males.
And you feel it. You feel it with other men.
Even among here, I would feel it.
I see it. I feel it, and I see it with Arabs.
Yeah.
Bro, can you add anything to that?
So being a Muslim man, you have a very unique lifestyle.
Can you say what you see in that lifestyle? What is it? Throw a few things out there.
Just being conservative, not having female friends. At least the people that I know don't have them.
All right. Being conservative, not having female friends.
Yeah.
So you don't have any female friends?
It's very shallow,
Yeah?
Just friends from afar, we don't chat video.
And same with you, bro?
Yeah. Nothing very close, I would say.
Nothing very close.
Yeah.
So for intimacy, and I mean intimacy, not sexual. I don't mean that sexual. I just mean intimacy. You have to talk about things that are more intimate to you. You would go to your male. You only have male friends.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, right? And what would you say about that? I know that you don't know anything that's any different, right? So, but how is that? What do you guys talk about?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
All the personal stuff, all the,
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah? Everything. It's because it's interesting, I got watch, and I don't know if you notice, you see Arabs around campus. If you haven't had experience with Arabs, and most of you have not, if you haven't spent time in the Middle East, but I spent a lot of time in the Middle East, right? So I have this sense of, I see it. You all walk in together, you're all touching each other all the time. When I'm in the Middle East, you all will walk hand in hand, men are walking hand in hand, arm in arm, right?
Yeah.
They do that often. Men hold hands a lot.
Yeah.
And that's fine, just nothing sexual about it.
No, not at all. But you see it all the time, right? So we have this way of kind of seeing Arab men in a certain way, but you actually have this kind of a warm, intimate way about you that you would, bro, can you dude, come here a second. Just like when you say hold, so here, let's do this, right? So holding hands, like how would we
Like
hold
this.
hands? Like,
Like walking together.
whoa, and even like wrapping our fingers.
Yeah, that's how people.
That's like, dude, that's it. I don't even do that with my wife, man. I've been married to her for 30 years.
I would
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
My father holds my hand.
Yeah,
my
I got
friends,
it.
my
But you would
cousins.
hold, if he was your friend, you'd hold hands.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we just would
Like,
walk together.
We're talking about something important, and I will hold your hand.
Yeah.
You understand that it's something intimate, something
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
You focus on what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it's like, because we're really connected in that way.
Yeah, it's something like personal for me. Like if I hold your hand, it's something very personal. Like when my father will give me advice or something, he will hold my hand.
And you guys
When a friend will like ask me for advice, he will hold my hand also.
hold your hand. And do you and also like you kiss your father, right?
Yeah, on the forehead.
On the forehead, right? Is it like one time or 3 times or like
Forehead one time.
one time on the
One
forehead?
time thing.
Yeah. And always, like it's really common that you would do that. That's another thing. Like it's just this thing that do you guys hold hands? Oh, you can have a seat again, dude. I just wanted to hold your hand for a second. That's all. Did you do you hold hands with your your friends here in the US on campus?
Yeah, sometimes, but they just, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I never thought about it. Like, I never actually thought about this thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you do it here, it might come off wrong. You know?
It might come off a certain way here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, which is
Sometimes
okay.
they would stop me, just like,
But yeah, because people don't understand. They wouldn't. I would see that you're Arab, so I would know, like, okay, you're not gay.
Yeah.
You're 2 Arab guys holding hands. The separation, the kind of separation between men and women, that for you guys, that just becomes like this natural thing that you don't expect to have these connections and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's.
So when you have parties, it's just men. When you have gatherings, it's just you guys.
It's gathering.
Yeah.
No, we don't have.
we don't have parties.
Dude.
just gatherings.
God,
We have gatherings, but like.
what's the point of being Arab? You know what I mean? All right, go ahead. What do you?
have-
Hang on, we'll get to that later. We're gonna get to. I'm gonna ask somebody else. What do you do?
There
for
are many
having
points to
fun?
being Arab.
Yeah. Now I got you, dude. You
We
took
have-
offense to that.
We have lots of gatherings. Like
Yeah.
in each week, we will have like 3 family gatherings,
Yeah.
and that will be like 60 people.
And it's just guys, though.
Yeah, just guys.
Wow, that's so wild.
And then we will have like friends that we like meet in malls and so on. And
Keep it close.
so, you know what? Being social, that's a very big part of.
Yeah, it's a huge part of it. Yeah, really. Anybody have a question? Any men in here have questions? Bro, you have a question for these guys? About being a man, specifically.
About being a man.
Yeah.
So you guys have never had like a social gathering with girls in it?
Maybe just family, but nothing outside
Yeah,
family.
yeah. We don't just.
It's kind of wild, right? You guys do Arab guys ever join frats here?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
mean-
yeah, because eventually women will, there's
Yeah.
going to be alcohol and women and
Yeah.
like, there might be Taylor Swift music though, which would be kind of cool. Dude, does anybody else? So if you went to a Taylor Swift concert, dude, there would be women everywhere.
But I didn't go.
It's.
That's okay.
It isn't the same thing. Like, it's
All right.
different.
Dude, who had a question?
I had 2-part question. So first would be like, it seemed like our conversation was mostly a focus on our religious culture as well. So I wanted to ask, like, would even like Middle Eastern people without Muslim, religion be kind of like in this kinship?
Like
And-
Christians.
And secondly, would like other Muslims from other countries like Indonesia be also applied in the same way as you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's not about being Arab.
No, but there's a certain Arab culture thing that's unique.
Yeah.
No, because like I have a Bengali friend. He's watching this right now, and he's a Muslim as well. He's like kinship, as you just say it.
Yeah.
It's very close. It's just like I'm talking to other Saudi guy.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's not just included in Middle East.
So what about like Christian Arabs or?
Yeah, I think it's a two-part thing. So if you are an Arab, like, and if you are a Muslim, also like you have this kinship, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's very rare that you find an Arab male who's lonely. He has a lot of people around to hug and hold hands.
To hug and hold hands, yeah. Dude, you gotta love that. Here it is. You heard it right here from an Arab guy. You never get lonely because I always have other men around who I can hug and hold their hand. Like,
It's actually kind of intimate.
it's
to be honest.
awesome. It's very
Because
intimate.
when someone holds your
I
hand,
love the way that you're thinking about it.
it's,
No, it's
awesome.
very intimate.
Like when someone holds your hand,
Yeah.
it's kind of, you know, there is like, it's something.
Dude, no, I felt it
and
when
it's
you...
not sexual. And it's
No,
not sexual.
not at all. No, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it. And I felt it there. And I have male friends with whom I will walk with my arm around them or arm in arm or sometimes hold hands. The same thing, like really close male friends. But most men in the West don't do that. But I do that. And when I do, they're my really tight, close friends. And then I'm really connected to them and it feels really good.
Good for you.
Yeah.